Today, the 11th of July 2022, this is Real Talk. I want to tell you something. Global warming is not real, it's a lie. The only reason why bad stuff is happening is because it's people sin. Morality is falling. More people are wicked. LGBT, a reason why Moses killed people who were gay back in Moses' time during the 40-year, there were 41 in the desert of Israel. It's because people didn't believe in God. They didn't have enough faith in God. They keep doubting God and managed to say something. Let's be realistic. There are people who kill us. Even with God, there are people who kill us. If they really believe in God, they would believe God would protect them, and they wouldn't even dare, won't even think about doubting God and saying we can't win. They would already gone and take over, but because they spent 40 days doubting God, not even trying to go or make a plan to go, or at least trusting God to help guide them making a plan, they're mad to ask what to do. Instead, God, they spend 40 days doubting me, they'll spend 40 years being in a desert. They do to help them realize not that to trust God, but to love Him, to see a benefit, not a benefit for themselves, even though we naturally selfish, but how how did at each will save them, not that fully benefit them, but benefit their loved one, and even benefit the enemy who tried to give their life to God. Any enemy is not a slave of Satan. They're a slave to sin. Even if they're trying to be sinful, even if they learn the truth, they're still a slave. Till the day they burn to hell, they'll be dying a slave of Satan, a slave of sin. My best guess, any known sin you can stop, like smoking, even if the like a way you can get through a day, or drinking coffee, even if you need coffee or cannot get through a day, whether for work, even if the true and understand it, understand the hardship and how them actually can actually be like a lifeline. You'd be surprised. I'm not joking. I'm being serious. If you thought I got to replace their addicting for coffee, for smoking, for porn, for overeating, for over shopping, for overusing the internet on social media or anything on the internet, where not really helpful or lead, not really helping you and not healthy, or watching too much TV, or gambling or doing them stuff. Well, I got to replace them temptation and their sin with doing your holy work, and not to doing your holy work, but spending time with God, not that reading the Bible, not that praying, but praying is good and important, and reading the Bible too, but actually spending time, actually that narrative, asking God to help, asking God to help me, send your holy angel to help put the temptation out of my life. That's how you can beat the devil, and not to go back to sin, not to go back to smoking, not to go back to overeating, not to go back to porn, not to go back to looking at people fight, playing video game, not go back to a video game or any type of game, not going back to look at satanic show like Danger, Finn, what they call, and other show like Rick and Morty or Simpson, not to go back to look at them show, no matter how funny, no matter how much you like them, not to go back to coffee, not to go back to drinking Coke or drinking human baby blood, aka pet tea, not to go back to drinking any fizzy drink if you don't really need it, like if your tummy don't really hurt you or if you don't really need to drink it. Not go back to overeating, over shopping, gambling, or any of them. Your victory is when you give your full life to Jesus. I mean your full life. When you give up all them things, don't give them up before, but before you meet Jesus, but do it when you try to meet Jesus. Like going to an interview and then making yourself look good, then chatting up, and then even practicing. Do it when the interview started. Like do it when you give your life to God. Like if you give your life to God right now, even when you look at this video, even if you think it's too late, even if people do not like it, and even if people kick out your family, hurt and even kill you or your children or your partner, loving God to be beyond worth it, and encourage them to love God, even if you have to be so far they either God or you already dead. It's the truth, you're not lying to them. Either God or you already die. You already die. But also loving your neighbor, also loving your friend, even loving people you love. And not talk about romantic, talk about like family love between like a close best friend, like a brother or sister, and not to talk about blood relative, all relative like a marriage. Talk about your close friend, like very close friend, like best friend. You call your brother or sister when you're that close to them. You're not too late to give your life to Jesus. It's not too late to join a 7-day Adventist church to learn how to worship God properly, learn why God saved you, to learn how great it is love, to learn a church is not just a place where you give your money to and hear music and hear people talk about stuff happening in the Bible, but how church help you remind you about your love with God, how it can teach you to even share it with your friend and family, teach you to get closer to God, to give you a bravery, a energy, to add the energy and comfort and safety to make you more than not comfortable but brave enough, even if you still feel uncomfortable, to go up to your friend and say, can you come to church with me? Please do it for me. I promise you will like it. Do not try to force your friend. Do not pressure your friend. Don't make sure you might tell them why you love God, how God help you. Show example how Jesus Christ help you, a man who died for you, a man who come back to life, and a man who day he will come back for those who give their life to him. Who mad to put mercy, mad to go code for people who rather die than kill their enemy, a people who forgive people who killed their mother, their son, their daughter, their grandkid, their wife, their partner, their friend. Do not only forgive but love them people like loving your own kids, and forgive them and even build a new friendship. God is coming for them type of people, not people you want revenge, even if it even if it, even if they have a good excuse, even if it works, even if it justified. God is not going to come after people who are looking for revenge. God is coming after people who ready forgive people who hurt them, who see the enemy as nothing more than slave of Satan who needs help, who want to be saved, who want to see people who don't understand the truth. Them are people God it looking for. You're not too late. The truth today is very hard to hear. I don't want to write you give up all of a movie, all of a TV show. Replace the TV or online TV and social media with the Bible. Replace your job in the supermarket, it working at the parter in the church and working for a charity to help people where you can actually help people because you want to, not because you have to. God won't make you want to. God will cause you to want to, and God will love to see you being happy, not forcing yourself to be happy, but you'll just be happy out of nowhere, and you can't help being happy from your own free will. You'll be happy because your own free will. God can't. God do not want to control you. Do not want to control your free will. That's what Satan wants. That's what he's trying to do through human and his demon angels. Slave, who also slave of sin, all of them, a million of demon and billion of human slaves. We have to try to save through Christ. Do it when Christ wants you to save them. You will know.